Yo, what's up? Fleur here with episode 4 of Road to Glory. It's going to be showing my first couple games as a Stanford Cardinal. And the first game is going to be against San Jose State. Alright, so let's get into this little introduction, walk-in or whatever. There's number 20. That's me, number 20, Austin Morris. And just so you know, of course, I'm going to show like between 2 and 4 games in each episode for my freshman year because I don't play that much. And yeah, so I think I showed 3 games in this one. And Morris, he does get some good returns on his punts and kicks, but I mean, I haven't gotten any offensive plays yet, but in the next video I will. So here, they already scored a touchdown. I'm going to get this kick return. And Morris fields it, and he's going to run straight up the middle, following his blocker, and then he gets tackled at the 25, so that's a pretty good return. So now we're up 10-7, and back here to return this punt in the second quarter. And it goes off to his left. He goes over, and he fields it, and then he runs over to the right, and then he finds a hole, and he's going to run. It's a foot race now, and no one is going to catch him. That's his first punt return in college and his first touchdown. I did not get any punt returns for touchdowns in the high school games, so that was awesome. I was so happy when I did that. So that's a punt return for a touchdown. So now the next punt return, it's still the second quarter. And this one's going to be off to the left again. And I field it, and I'm going to run straight over to the right a little. And that's a pretty good return. Get it over to midfield. Try and get him to score. And we did score, so it's 24-10 now. As the second quarter is coming to a close with another kick return going straight up the middle. Juking off to the right, breaking a tackle, but then I get hit. And that's a pretty nice standard return. So we end up winning 31-26. And see, the running backs on this team don't even do that good, but I mean, they need to start me, man. So kick returns, I had 2 for 39 yards, and 24 is the longest, 19.5 average. And then on punt returns, 2 of them for 78 yards. Longest was 66, and that was for a touchdown. The average 39 yards per return. So pretty good game for the first one for Morris. Alrighty, so now I got to advance the week. Our next game is going to be against the Duke Blue Devils. And see now, the top 25 rankings, we moved up to 19. Moved up 1 spot after that win. And Alabama still first, of course. And the Heisman, it's still the same. Barkley, Ball, Matthew, Robinson, and Jones. Okay, so now we're going to get into this game against Duke. We should be able to win this one easily. They lost their first game. Alright, so let's get into this game. This same old introduction here. I might cut this out in the next video because it's just pretty much the same thing every time. But yeah, I'm already pretty much done with my freshman season. I've played it all, but I mean, I still got to come out with these videos. In the next one, the next one I have a position battle. If you don't know what that is, it's like when you challenge the next string in practice to try and move up in the depth chart. But I mean, that's all I'm going to say about the next episode. As our first action of the game, I'm going to be doing a punt return right here. It's late in the first quarter with a 0-0 score. It's off to his left, and he goes and gets it, and he runs down the sideline, and then he gets hit. So, a little standard return right there. No good blocking, really, but it's still 0-0. First quarter. And I'm going to take this one off to the right, and I break that tackle, and then his teammates come and clean it up. So, that's another pretty good return, and now I have to do another punt return. And now it's the second quarter, as we are up 7-0, and I go over to get this one. And there's like no one in front, but the blocking isn't as good as it could have been. But I do get a pretty good return, but and then I get tackled. So now we have a kick return here, up by a touchdown late in the second. I just run it straight up the middle, following my lead blocker. So now we got starting off the second half, we got this kick return, and just try and spin off that guy, but he's able to bring me down, but got to like the 23. And now we got another kick return late in the third quarter. Now I'm going to take this one up the middle again, and I get hit, but I got to like the 24. That's pretty good return. So now we have to do another punt return, and I run over, and I don't know how I broke that tackle. That was weird. But then I get over there, and then I get tackled. But you're going to see I get injured. That's not a good sign, as we were up by 10. But you're going to see we did win this one 34-14. 3 kick returns for 65 yards long of 25, 21.6 average. And then on the punt return, we had 4 of them for 55 yards. Longest was 20. But it wasn't a serious injury. I do play in the next game. You're going to see right here. Our next game is against number 2 USC. This is a huge game. If we somehow win this one, we could move up in the top 25 right here. As we moved from 19 to 16 after that win against Duke. And Alabama is still in first. Alright, and this is the same. The Heisman's the same except for Connor Shaw. That's actually Connor Shaw. Just ignore the names. He moved in there to replace Landry Jones. Alright, so let's get into this game now against USC, the number 2 team. And I'm just going to tell you, my team's defense is horrible. We almost lost to San Jose State, and Duke scored 2 touchdowns or something. But the defense doesn't stop a lot. But you're going to see this game here. It's kind of close at times, but we're playing USC, number 2 team. Alright, so this game's about to get going right here. And first play of the game, we decided to receive, and I'm going to get this kick return. And I follow my blockers, go off to the left around the corner, and I get tackled at the 25-yard line. And now we're down 7-3, and the first quarter is about to be over. Back here to return this punt, and I take it over to the right side, and I almost got around the edge, but some guy was able to tackle me. That's an alright return. So now we're down 24-3. And this is a kick return, but it's gonna end the half. I tried to break one. I did get a good return though. I had a nice juke move, but I get tackled. That ended the half. And see, now we're back here to return this punt in the third. We're down 27-3. I told you, once we play a ranked team, our defense is horrible. So now we gotta take this one, and I try and juke, but I get tackled. But it was a pretty good return. Like, I always have pretty good returns; they're never really bad. But now we're back here to get this kick return, and I go off to the right side, and I get tackled at the 19. I always try and get past the 20, but right there, I should have probably cut to the left. But now we got another kick return here. I'm going to go around the edge, and I try and juke there, but I get tackled from behind. That was a nice return. So the game's going to be over. 37-3, we lost. 5 kick returns for 130 yards, and 4 punt returns for 26 yards. Longest it was 9 yards, which isn't that good. So that's going to end this episode. We have a bye week coming up, and after the bye week, we play against Washington. But the next episode is going to be a lot more exciting, as I do get to play on offense, and you'll see a position battle. So if you liked the video, leave a like, comment what you liked about it, and subscribe for more. Peace. Have a nice day.